is Vanessa Lech. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the state of North Carolina, and was inspired to make this video because I've seen a lot of people complaining about not being found online, discoverable online for their clinical mental health services that they're offering to potential clients. So that is such a loaded topic, but I will just say right now that I would encourage everyone who's having that problem to Google themselves immediately, to Google their name and see what comes up. Google your name and Google your credential if your name's common, especially. When I Google my name, I've done this through the years because I need to for search engine optimization, SEO. My two websites that I run come up immediately, as well as media work that I've done historically pops up, and things of that nature, as well as spam and different things with that comes with the territory from data mining websites and stuff. Anyway, so I'd encourage you to do that. And if you are not coming up in at least a couple, like more than 2 places, so outside of just a therapist directory that you've possibly paid to be on, then it's safe to say that you are likely invisible online to many people that are in need of your services. So some of the ways that I've addressed this in the past, and marketing is a moving target always, it's constantly evolving. But I had a Google My Business listing when I had a hybrid practice a number of years ago, and that served me very well. And also offline marketing with being connected in the community and people making referrals to me, and then also clients coming back for additional services down the line when they needed more, whatnot, and word of mouth. But as far as the internet is concerned, I'm going to be resuming clinical practice in the new year, and my plans are to try a few therapist directories. Yes, I've never been in before, like Black female therapists. That's new to me. I plan on trying out Therapy for Black Girls. Both of those have like a free 1 month is what I saw advertised, to see how that goes. Mental Health Match, I've heard good things about that consistently for the most part. They have a free 6-month code I think I saw. Hopefully it'll work by the time I get to it. We'll see. But I also have my own websites. I have 2 different websites. One is womanmilitaryveteran.com. It has nothing to do with my clinical work. It's a passion project. It's about something totally different. Actually, it's to do with that book I wrote back there, Veterans Affairs Whistleblower Retaliation. I wrote that. Anyways, and divorcingadults.com is my other website. Currently, it's not optimized for my clinical practice because I'm not clinically practicing right this second. I plan to resume that in the new year. So I'm getting everything set up right now. And then outside of that, I'm really into professional networking. I've also done mediation work in the state of Florida online for family court as well as small claims court. So definitely legal stuff there. And I would encourage everyone to read the contracts of these companies. If you do not understand legalese, if the salesperson / recruiter will not give you the contract or is reluctant to, there is a reason for it. Get the contract, get the contract, get the contract immediately before you do anything else. Get the contract. Read the contract. If you do not understand the legalese, which is a high likelihood you will not, you need a competent, reputable, trustworthy attorney to explain it to you immediately, so that you can make an informed decision, protect your private practice and your life. The reality is, I have been deceived about some of this stuff going on with these contracts, and I read one. I was very disturbed by the stuff I read in it. I think it is a terrible decision for any clinician who goes into it. I don't think that most licensed clinicians are reading these contracts and understanding what they are reading. I was warned years ago in 2019 when I did this like extensive telehealth training kind of certification thing that lasted a week or more, about techie companies that were coming on the scene even back then, aggressively trying to recruit licensed mental health clinicians. And the clinicians, again, were not reading these contracts, understanding, having a lawyer explain it to them, what these contracts were saying. And so a legal issue, ethical issue, something bad would happen, and they'd find out the hard way about exactly what was going on with these contracts. So read the contract to make sure you're making an informed decision about your private practice, your license, your life, essentially. Be careful. You can't be too careful. I had a bad experience with the sales reps at one of these companies. I actually had to block the person, and I had to tell them explicitly before I blocked them that to cease all communication. Do not contact me again, ever again. And I blocked them. And then a different company, I read the contracts, like I said, did not agree, would never go near that company. So in your private practice, to just really read the contracts and consult with an attorney, make sure your interests are protected, and that you're not going to be blindsided by anything legally down the road. I'm a member of something called LegalShield.com. It's considered a prepaid legal plan. In North Carolina, it's regulated by the North Carolina State Bar, as all prepaid legal plans are. I've been a member of it for approximately a year. It's been serving me very well. It's not perfect, but I've had a really great experience overall. I plan to continue my membership with them. We have an American legal system that's very broken, very attorney-centric and judge-centric. It needs to change. We need, legal sandboxes in all 50 states like what they have in Utah. We need non-lawyer-owned law firms and a lot of tech innovation in that space. And we need the repeal of UPL, unauthorized practice of law, which is currently in effect in North Carolina, preventing non-lawyers from innovating successfully in North Carolina, as well as I'm sure other states. So LegalShield.com, the company Legal Shield for me, has been a way around this antiquated, archaic, ripe for change legal system. And I've been able to get my legal questions answered that way. My only regret is I wish I would have joined it sooner. I wish I would have known about it years ago, because they've been around for longer than I've been on this earth, evidently. And, I'm sure they've been innovating with their technology as well. But, I'm able to get into my account and request an appointment and get one the next day if I need it, in my experience, for my, basic legal questions I have. And I plan on having them review my private practice paperwork for the new year. There's a lot of different plans, subscription options. So it's really good. It's really a great option for me. It may not work for you, but there's a lot of checks and balances that I've found. And, as some of you may be aware, there's attorneys out there that don't do the right thing. They make the news. There's several examples of them. And you can see, just do a Google search or check your local regulatory organization where a few of those cases will be on there. So you can never be too careful. JustReachOut.io, I've been testing it for about a month. I have a subscription, got a holiday sale. Pretty happy about that. And that has enabled me to have a potential collaboration in the new year with someone who is a certified financial divorce person. They help people with finances during divorce. And so, we obviously have very similar work and interests there, working with people that are divorcing and going through family court and stuff. And so that is another kind of tool and option. So just something to consider about, using a PR networking tool, potentially JustReachOut.io. I think that's what it is. I'll try to, wherever it's posted, I'll try to put the link to that when I have a chance in the description. But that has really streamlined my outreach efforts, because I have done media work in the past. And while I don't think to the best of my knowledge, there hasn't been a direct client, referral source, it's certainly, when it comes to being discoverable and being seen, it's something where it's you don't pay for, I didn't have to pay for that. And it's it's mutually beneficial to the person collaborating with and the people that are seeing it or absorbing that content, whatever it may be online. And, it's out there for however long the platform's up. I've done a media spot in the past, a local news spot in the past, and it's the same kind of thing. And so it's when you're in a therapist structure, you're only in there for as long as you're paying to be in there. When you do, some kind of media work where you're featured as an expert, it is really priceless marketing to be seen and be visible online. And so just some things to consider. And when it comes to websites, I just like to say one thing. There's no such thing as a perfect website. I believe that there's two types of websites: a workable website and a non-workable website. I read somewhere this evening that 20 things of how to make your website, what your website has to have. And I disagreed with it. I've been making websites since around 2010, roughly, back when it was really, really challenging to make them. Now we have all kinds of website builders, and there's a lot of great ones out there. Take your pick. There's just so many great ones out there. I use a thing called Fourth Wall. It's really geared towards content creators. I can put my referral link down in the description, FYI. I would just say make sure that your website is mobile friendly, that you can read the text on the website, that the links work and it clicks around. It's not overly complicated. It has the information it needs to have. That's what I'd say the main things are, and to make sure that you're dealing with a web builder that you're comfortable with, or partnering with a company that will help you, that is reputable and fair in their fees and providing great customer service. So those are just some things to consider. If you have any questions, if you'd like to hear different topics, let me know. I've decided I'm going to do just a video here and there about just what I'm currently dealing with, whether it be I have some ideas of what I'm going to be doing, but it's going to be kind of in real time of just different things on my journey in private practice that I'm trying out or that I find are helpful. And I want to keep it positive and I want to keep it light. I want to keep it fun and fresh because I sense a lot of heaviness around these topics and the people getting really bogged down. And it can be fun. And I think that we should have as much fun as we can in this life. All right. I wish you all the best.